Hello to all the amazing patients enrolled in the Brio Living program. I wanted to take a little opportunity to congratulate you on your journey within the Brio Living program, and just to explain a little bit of what the different layers of healing and what they might entail. So as you know, as you call the clinic, as you enter the clinic, there's a relaxing environment, there's a pleasant staff, or there are pleasant staff members to greet you. The decor of the clinic is quite soothing. There's warm tea. So all of this is quite intentional to have the nervous system just kind of start to unwind as you come in for your first or subsequent visits. And that's part of the healing process, is to really start to allow the nervous system to start to take it down a notch from the hectic lives that we may lead. And there's a little more to it than meets the eye. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the physiology and psychology of another part of healing, which is quite pivotal to going deeper and getting the depth of healing that we might require. So many of you are familiar with our Brio Living program, and if you're not, please head to our website, www.yourbriohealth.ca or .com, and have a look at our animation. And that animation is about a 3-minute clip that will kind of guide you through the philosophy of what root level healing, or healing at that soil level, is. And when we use the analogy of the soil, we're talking about the cellular health. So patients know the philosophy usually when they come in. They know that there's going to be remedies provided. They know that there's going to be a visit. But there's another layer to the depth of healing that I wanted to talk about today. And it's really one of my favorite topics, and that's the topic of rhythm. So everything in life is rhythm. You'll notice that there's always a balance. There's the 4 seasons. We have spring, summer, fall, winter. We have sunsets. We have sunrises. We have sleep time. We have wake time. There's a philosophical, if you look into Chinese medicine, there's a yin, there's a yang. There's times for fasting, and there's times for meals. There are times for half of the cycle, for the menstrual cycle. For women, it's a different first half, and then the second half is a different second half. Everything in life is a balance. It's a rhythm. And so when we honor that rhythm and the balance is established, there's an opportunity for the level of healing to go even deeper. So it's proven in science that high intensity interval training has been proven to have faster results. And some of you may have heard of HIIT training, and some of you may not have, but I'll quickly explain it. So what happens is basically what they're finding out now is that if you sprint on a treadmill or outside for 30 seconds and then walk or stationary to recover for 30 seconds, and then repeat this cycle about 15 to 20 times. So within that 15 to 20 minute cycle, the body burns far more fat, it's far more metabolically active, and it really speeds up the level of fitness and endurance to a level far more than what can be achieved by low state level cardio. So long, slow cardio, that, long distance running. What can be achieved with fitness and fat burning is far quicker when you do it in the high interval intensity training. So that's a rhythm. So 30 seconds of sprinting, 30 seconds off, repeat 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and versus the low state of just running and for an hour, keeping it at that steady level. So what they found is that this rhythm really speeds up the fitness level. So what the Brio Living program, what we try to embark on is also creating the rhythm. So you may have not realized it's occurring, but this is a huge part of the program. So many patients are familiar with the Unda remedies. This is my current prescription right now of my own. So patients will come in, there'll be a 30-minute visit or an initial 1-hour-long visit, and usually during that visit we'll come up with a prescription based on the symptoms, the health history, things like that. And so what I always describe to patients is that the remedies will be taken to completion, which lasts about 3.5 weeks. And then as the remedies are completed, there'll be a 1-week break. And then after about 4.5 weeks, there'll be a return visit. So then at that return visit, we'll chat again about the current symptoms, what's currently going on, and then change the remedies. So again, then there'll be that 3.5 weeks, week break, and then so on and so forth. So what we're doing here is we're trying to establish the rhythm. So we're trying to, for 3.5 weeks, is really push the body to heal, and then for that 1 week, just let it take a break and see how it responds. And then again, for 3.5 weeks, push the body to heal, and then give it that 1 week break again, and then again, so on and so forth. This creates a higher or deeper level of healing. The depth of healing is mimicking a rhythm. So the body's opportunity to heal is far deeper and possibly quicker. I can't say that for sure, but the depth of healing is quite remarkable. So this is the wisdom and the science behind why the remedies are prescribed as they are. So you may have known that we do this, but the reason why may have not been clear. So it's like giving the body that push and then a little bit of opportunity to sit back, rest, and then push again. You'll also notice the second part of, a big part of my treatment plans, it always includes rotating oils, especially for the majority of my patients being female. We always manage to mimic the menstrual cycle. So for the first 2 weeks of the menstrual cycle, we'll use an omega-3 oil, and then the second 2 weeks, we'll use an omega-6 oil. So we're always kind of following the rhythm of half a cycle, one type of oil, the other half of a cycle, another type of oil. And this, again, is mimicking a rhythm of the body that the body recognizes as the menstrual cycle. So always switching the oils. Never taking the omega-3 as a long-term steady state supplement, which many of us do, and omega-3s are amazing for our health, but once you impart that rhythm to it with the half cycle, it has a completely different effect, and the rhythm of the body is established, and it really goes to a deeper level of healing the hormones, which is pivotal and a foundation for women for healing. The third treatment that often is prescribed in my visits is castor oil packs. And you'll often notice that the castor oil packs are prescribed for 4 days on consecutive and then given a 3-day rest break. So again, 4 days on, 3-day rest break. And the reason we do this again is 4 days to have the body push to heal and then a 3-day break to recover. 4 days on to push to heal, and a 3-day break to recover. So again, establishing a third rhythm within our treatment. So as you can see with the Brio Living program, there's far more than meets the eye. And just to give you a little bit of insight as to another level, which is the rhythm, which is a huge part of deepening healing and getting to the root level of, or the cellular level, or the soil level of what the core issue of healing is. Establishing a rhythm is part of the process, and a major part of the process, and basically a foundational part of the process. So I always find that when I know a little bit of the reasoning behind why I do something and why I'm called to do something or asked to do something, if I know the reason, I find that it's a lot easier for me to kind of incorporate into my daily routine. So more than meets the eye, Brio Living program, so much depth to healing, and this is just one part that I thought I'd share with you. So thank you for tuning into our first video, and keep on healing with the Brio Living program. Until our next video. Thanks, everyone.